Hi and welcome to Movies Remastered. Now, what a week to be a Star Wars fan. Now, I'm not sure if you caught any of the Investors 22 stream, but I stayed and watched the whole 4 hours and I was glued to it. I'm absolutely amazed. There's going to be so much Star Wars coming soon. So today's video, I want to sort of break down one of the shows. I might do an individual one for each one that I'm excited about. But today I want to talk about Obi-Wan. Now, we know that Kenobi has been rumoured to come as either a film or a TV series since last August. And we know that Ewan McGregor's coming back. But, I mean, there was just so much information. It's going to be great. So I want to start today's video just by saying a huge congratulations to two of my friends. One of them is working on production and the other one's actually starring in Obi-Wan Kenobi. And we now know that it's going to be a series. Now, that unknowingly, my friend is now, I'm not going to say their name or gender because I don't want to get them in trouble. And I'm really hoping they're going to send me some more information. But they've told me what character they're playing. So from that, I know there's going to be some kind of water planet. And I know it's going to involve some kind of boats or sea or something like that. So I'm really I'm bubbling up right now. But we've also had some other information which I'm going to talk about in a minute. And we, like I say, we know that Ewan McGregor's coming back. And I don't know if you've caught the new series of Long Way Up. He's done Long Way Up, Long Way Down, Long Way Round. And my love and admiration for Ewan McGregor is growing exponentially. That show really shows the inside of who he is as a person rather than an actor. And, you know, that nobody else can play Obi-Wan in my eyes. So I'm over the moon that this is happening. And I can't believe that he actually adopted his daughter from that show as well. So it just shows what kind of humble and amazing person he is. So, like I say, there's nobody else that could have played Obi-Wan. And if Disney didn't secure him, I don't think this show would have worked. So what do we know so far? So we know that the original writer left back in January and the new writer is Joby Harold. Now, he actually wrote and produced John Wick 3 and Edge of Tomorrow. So we know that's in really good hands with him. Can't wait for that. I'm wondering what kind of involvement that Jon Favreau is going to be in this, and Dave Filoni. I'm really hoping they're going to be involved in this because the Filoniverse seems to be growing and I'm really excited about that. And the producer is Deborah Chow. Now, we already know that she's done some great work in The Mandalorian, and I think she did episode 3 and episode 7 in season 1 of The Mandalorian. So we're all good for that. And we've got some amazing news that Hayden Christensen is coming back, reviving his role as Darth Vader. Now, obviously, Obi-Wan Kenobi is set 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. So I feel like we're going to spend a lot of time on Tatooine, and like I said earlier, we're going to see some kind of water planet, and it's been revealed now through concept art and things like that it hasn't been leaked yet, but people are now saying that there's going to be some kind of stingray type creatures. So we're definitely going to either get to see a new planet, a water planet. Now, we've seen loads of other water planets before. So we know the Mandalorian's going in the direction of cloning. So I doubt it's going to be Kamino because they won't do 2 shows going over the same subject. Now, I'm actually changing this planet to Endor in my edit of Rise of Skywalker, but I very much doubt they're going to hint on the moon of Kef Bir. So it could be one of those, or it could be a new planet. So we're going to see these stingray kind of creatures, and apparently they're then going to invade Tatooine, and there's going to be some kind of confrontational battle between these creatures and the Jedi. We also know that there's going to be some kind of Jedi temple, and Vader's going to go there, and the Jedi are going to have to protect some of the younglings. Now, this is now going to echo what happened in the prequels. So all this is sounding incredible. Now, we're not sure, it hasn't been revealed whether that Jedi temple is going to be on Coruscant. If it is, amazing. Now, as you know, I'm trying to put Coruscant in the Rise of Skywalker. I love that planet, and I'm going to try and fit it in as many places as we can. So if we get to see it in the Obi-Wan series, that is going to be incredible. So here's a quick exclusive on my scene. As you can see, Coruscant's here, and then a bunch of Star Destroyers turn up, and Kylo Ren at this point is contemplating whether he wants to be good or evil. And we also know from Rebels, now I haven't finished Rebels yet, as you know I've been putting all of my spare time into fixing Rise of Skywalker, but we know there's going to be a rumour of Jedi Hunters. So we've got a couple of ideas from Rebels. So if they do any of these characters in live action, that's going to be incredible, and I can't wait to see that. And we also know that Ahsoka's around in this time as well. I don't think they're going to do a younger version of Ahsoka. We know that the Ahsoka show is on its way, and we know that it's going to be set at exactly the same time as Mandalorian. So Rosario Dawson is going to take up that amazing character again in her own spin-off series, and to me I just think that was incredible. So it really shows that the input of the fans. I mean, there was fan art going around about Ahsoka way before the announcement that Rosario Dawson was actually playing Ahsoka. So the power of the fandom, we can see what happens, but we have a scope of around 20 years for this show. So it all depends how it's going to be received by the fandom, and then bridge the gap between Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan and Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan. Now I'd really like to go in more depth of how Obi-Wan got kind of defeated by the fact that he failed Anakin.
I have failed you, Anakin. I have failed you.
And kind of had PTSD and became a hermit.
You fought in the Clone Wars?
Yes. I was once a Jedi Knight, the same as your father.
Wish I'd known.
He was the best star pilot in the galaxy. And a cunning warrior. And he was a good friend. For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic, before the Dark Times.
Now I really love the idea of this show experimenting with that and diving in a deeper direction with that, rather than doing the clones and the battles and the wars like any other this series is doing. So we'll see. But it was when Kathleen Kennedy said about the match of match of the century.
This will be the rematch of the century.
This is where it starts getting scary. Now we know that if it's happening 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, that Luke is going to be around 10 years old. So whether Obi-Wan is now going to be protecting Luke from afar on Tatooine, that could be a concept. But it's the confrontation between Vader and Obi-Wan. Now, yes, Hayden Christensen is coming back, and I'm definitely excited about that. But obviously Vader's now going to have his mask on. So it just feels like they're milking that nostalgia cow a little bit too much. So it's probably going to end up going in the same direction like Pedro Pascal and The Mandalorian. We're not going to see Hayden Christensen's face that much. Not unless he's in his meditation chamber or a Bacta tank or something like that. So to bring him back is amazing, but it's just going to put his name on the billboard. I don't think we're going to see much of his face. It's also going to be interesting whether they bring Palpatine into this show as well. I really hope they don't bring him in too much, but I think they might hint on it a little bit. But we'll see which direction that goes. Let me know in a comment below whether you want to see Palpatine again or not. But we'll see which direction that goes. But it was the confrontation that I'm really worried about. Now, I feel like the battle in A New Hope played out amazingly.
I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
Obviously, we knew that back in 1977, and we wanted to know their history. So when we saw the finale back in Revenge of the Sith,
I will do what I must.
Now I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but if they are going to do another fight scene between this amazing duo, it's going to be incredible, because the choreography in this scene alone was far superior compared to anything that we saw in the sequels, especially The Rise of Skywalker. It was just like two baseball bats going up against each other, and you know, just didn't like the choreography in those movies at all, but I digress. So to have them have another battle 10 years after that, I think it's going to dilute A New Hope, and it's going to dilute the original trilogy. I think they've already kind of done that with the sequels.
I have died before. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
You know, bringing Palpatine back, it kind of went against what happened at the end of the original trilogy. You know, I know he came back as a clone, but I really thought that then started diluting the original. And I think that them having another battle in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series potentially is going to harm the original trilogies. I'm not sure. I'm really nervous about this. So let me know what you think in the description, in a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are of the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Is it going to be good, or is it going to be... We're not sure. But if you like this video and you want to see more content like this, now I'm taking advice. Now, if you want to see more edits from The Rise of Skywalker that I'm doing, let me know. If you want to see certain scenes from that I'm fixing, let me know. If you want to see some more techie stuff, let me know. And if you want me to do more reviews, watch parties, anything like that, let me know. I'm willing to do loads of different videos, and especially now we've got all of this content we can talk about. Hopefully my job won't, you know, I won't be inundated with fixes and fan edits, but let's just see which direction this goes. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you can. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can open up the community tab. If not, stay safe, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.